walk-in music, right? Did anybody bring a bell?
I think it's taking a picture. I'm just, no, man. 40 minutes ago, I was in bed. I couldn't sleep all night. I'm thinking, yesterday I'm like, man, I got this jet lag licked. Woo! And then I couldn't sleep all night, and then I woke up at 11:49. And I thought, I think I'm late. I'm here, and you're wait. And you're still gonna get 100%. Because I have a coffee. How's everybody doing, man? Man, they really cram you guys in here. The wall, standing. Chris is here. Don't do that, man. Okay, I'm just gonna drink my coffee. No. We're here because of Jrockett and myself put out a pedal. And it was so funny because I did so many interviews about it yesterday. So I'm gonna play some of the settings I use. I hear you have a picture of the pedal, so I can tell you what knob I'm gonna turn, and you can imagine that it's at 11 o'clock or 12:30. Okay. I always do something when I open these things. I just kind of do a little bit of playing and warming up. And I have my amp set pretty clean because I want the Jrockett to do all the speaking. So I'm really excited about this pedal because, guitar players are very finicky. finicky, like, it's like, I love this pedal today, and I love this pedal today, and next week it's another pedal, and then the next week after that it's another pedal, and then you find another pedal in the store, and it could suck, but it looks good, so you take it home. And that's how we are. It's just how we are. So I got to live with the main circuit in the overdrive pedal for like 6 months, and I didn't use anything else. And I thought, I'm getting everything I need out of this one thing. So I was really excited about it. And when I did all these interviews yesterday, I thought, you know what's really cool? I can, instead of people that always ask, so what's the circuit like? What is it? And I just call the overdrive circuit, the holy shit circuit, and the boost circuit, what the fuck circuit. Because they both do this thing and they work together, and there's a pre-post button that you can put the drive before the boost or vice versa. And I always thought that was like, I don't know, a myth. But it actually works. Like if I'm using a big amp like my Friedman, oh man, I'll look at you guys too. And there's when I use a big amp like my Friedman, I put it in post and use the overdrive to give me a little, and then the boost to give me a little more. And then when I'm using a small amp like a combo that's a little cleaner, I'll put it in pre and put the boost in a section where it's like complementing the amplifier, just getting it to another level. And then I use the overdrive for leads. So I'm talking really low today, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna play a little bit. I haven't really checked it yet, but I will. And then Peter here, something's wrong with the jack in my phone, so he's gonna play a couple of things for you. Everybody say hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Thanks, man. Let's do this. First one's gonna be this thing's all gonna go tumbling. Good morning. Actually, it's afternoon, isn't it? Just letting people, hey, what's happening, people? How you guys doing? Find a spot. Everybody over there, move over and fill these seats so these people can sit. You don't have to, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I think it's always a good idea when you're trying out a new overdrive. Start off with your amp the way you like it and put everything at noon. So 12 o'clock, everything straight up the middle, and start flavoring from there. Really? Really, right here? Really? And then, and then the flavoring is sometimes it's just a tone knob, and sometimes with just a tone knob, I don't think I can get enough of what I want. Sometimes if you want a little more bottom end, it gets a little too dark or muddy, and if you want less treble, then you somehow don't get enough of the bottom end that you want. So that's why I always like a bass and treble. So over the years of my life of using overdrive pedals, I discovered that I like a bass knob and a treble knob. So that's what we have here in the overdrive section. Everybody look at the picture, come on. They didn't print them out for nothing, man, come on. Oh, I know, some of you guys don't even play guitar.
I do.
So if you're looking at the picture, not my face, the other side, there's a pedal. With really cool knobs, man. It's very classic looking, I love it. So there's a treble knob and a bass knob. And those knobs, they work better than any treble bass knobs I've ever used before. Because some bass knobs, you can turn them up and it gets really muddy. And this one just stays clear. Whether I'm talking about pickups or pedals, I always love clarity. I want to hear everything. And a lot of people don't like clarity because you can hear how you have to be accurate when you play. And I'm not very accurate lately because I became a dad and haven't really practiced since. But I can fucking play guitar. So, the thing is the overdrive is supposed to assist in getting your vibe. Because it just adds, like it shouldn't take over your sound. I don't think it should. I mean, sometimes I do a fly date and I ask for a JCM 800 and you never know what you're gonna get. So it's like 20 years old and that blue caps haven't been replaced and they got you Chinese speakers because that's all they could find. And then bam, you're like, oh man, this is terrible. Okay, overdrive, that's up to you. Then you dial it in and it works. Now, when you have an amp that you love, you just wanna kind of enhance it. Sometimes I have that pedal on when I need it, and it's just the amp when I don't. So I'll do some playing. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I also love an amp when I'm on 10. It sounds like this. Whoa! I forgot about that. Whoa! So that's the amp on 10. I mean the guitar on 10. But when I turn it down. So that's my clean sound. It's not a 2-channel amp. So it's one channel and an overdrive pedal with 2 stages. So the thing is, it's a rock tone. You could do AC/DC with that tone, you could do Zeppelin. It's actually a little dirty for Zeppelin, so I can turn on the guitar a little bit. That kind of thing, right? So, guys, I mean, come on, I like it. I appreciate you appreciating it, but I'm fucking tired. No, I'm just kidding. If everybody just walked in, how's it going, man? I'm not even gonna make excuses now. So that's what I do. It's not what everybody does, it's what I do. So the guitar, the clean, even when I'm playing with Bon Jovi, my clean sound is that. I don't have a clean channel because I like how this sounds. And I think clean channels are too clean and a little spanky sometimes, right? So I could do, you turn down and you go. So it's clean, right? So the overdrive pedal just takes it to the next level. So if I want to do, oh my God, the overdrive pedal's been on this whole time. See? Yeah, me too. Confused. So, that's the amp by itself. Holy wow, that thing's so transparent, isn't it? Everybody say transparency. Are we all playing or what? Everybody say transparency.
Transparency.
So transparency is very important in an overdrive pedal if you like your amp. If you don't like your amp, what are you doing with it? But say it's all you got. Then you get an overdrive pedal that can color it to a stage that you do like. But in this case, let's talk about an amp that I do like, and I love this amp. And I just want a little more when I'm rocking out. Okay, so that's why A Whole Lot of Love is so dirty, because the overdrive pedals on. Right, there we go. All that stuff, man, it's just a good amp, that's all it is. And it sounds good, my ankles are hearing it better than my ears, I hope it sounds good out there. But the overdrive pedal comes in here. If I want to do something like... There's a little more gain, and then you can get even more gain with that. Say I have it set like that, and then what I want to do after that is have a little more, and then And then I have a boost section, and it's then I can get a little more or a lot more. So this is the thing. This is what I go on stage and I think, okay, I'm a painter, and my amp and my pedal are my palette, and it's just finding the stuff that makes everything your hands work. Everything responds to your hands because you're a player. So I know there's non-guitar players in here, but how many people play a guitar? You were the first one to go up. Look at that. Who plays guitar in this place, man? Come on. Okay, that's about 35%. That's 65%. I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's awesome. So I'm gonna play a song, okay? And then I'll give you an idea of how I play, and I'll give you an idea of what's going on. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? Before I play that song, I just want to show you, like, I'm just gonna have delay and everything today. Anyways. To me is a great rock tone. You can play all kinds of music with that. And then the other things that you can do with this is, if I needed to brighten it, that's where the treble comes in. I'm not tuned to Van Halen, so I played it a fret down and it's not right. So hey, Phil played it on the 4th fret. No, it's not on the 4th fret. And then the sweet bass knob on here isn't really bassy per se. It's almost like a lower mid, so that's why it doesn't get muddy. But it adds this really amazing high mid range to it. And you're like, I didn't hear a difference. But this is, you'll hear the difference here. This is very subtle. I'm actually, for you guys, going to turn the gain down on the amp so you can really hear the pedal. But I love the American Woman tone. So, and I usually just turn down my tone up somewhat, all the way. And this one, when I put the boost in, and turn the tilt EQ all the way off. Who's looking at the picture? Anybody looking at the picture? Yeah, look at the picture. Tilt EQ is off. I'm going to turn the level of the boost up to around 2 o'clock. And you get, so right now it says... That has this really fat, warm woman sound that we love, and it's just I love having that in my toolkit. And then, again, like I said, I'm going to turn everything up. I've never had a pedal on a stand before. is a little cleaner, and this is the overdrive pedal. Took it to where I wanted to be. If I say do need, so I'll show it at a Bon Jovi rehearsal. I don't mean to drop the name, man, but it's my job. I say I show up at Bon Jovi rehearsal and I play a song, and everything changes sometimes. You're using in-ears, and sometimes the amp's working really hard, and sometimes it's not. And I go to play a song like Lost Highway with a telly, and it sounds a little too dirty, so I have to turn the gain on the amp down, but then I have to compensate. But then I have to compensate with more gain. So if we're going from Lost Highway to going to Living on a Prayer, then I need more gain in the overdrive pedal, and it all just works out. And that's another thing, that making the amp work with the pedal, making the amp work with the pedal for your needs. How's everybody at the wall? Can we get more chairs in here? No, we can't. Now I'll play a song. Can we do a no word?
1, 2, 3, 4.
No! Radio. Shit, man, I think I'm awake. Woo! Coffee doesn't work, the rock and roll does, baby. Okay, so that was a song off my band, Phil X and the Drills. Our last record was called Stupid Good Lookings. How many people get that reference? Stupid Good Lookings. You know. I used to watch the Flintstones when I was a kid. And there was a Russian spy. And she used to call Fred and Barney Stupid Good Lookings. I just thought it was funny. I mean, she had a Russian accent. It sounded kind of sexy. It's raining. Okay, so I'm sorry. Squirrel! Okay, so back to the overdrive. I think some of you guys missed what I was talking about with the overdrive. There's 2 stages. You guys obviously don't have the printout with the picture of the pedal. And it's stuck to my board, so I can't show it to you. But at 3 o'clock today, I'll be at the Jrockett booth, 152. Yeah? Assigning these things. So if anyone gets it signed, and then you can get a good look at the pedal. It's on display over there. And it just came out on Friday, man. This is really exciting for me. I've had an overdrive pedal before, and it never really... You go through stages. You know, you're talking to a pedal company, and then this happens, and you get a prototype, and you want to change something, and you get the final thing that goes into production, and you're not happy. So I'm really happy that I'm happy. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, this is actually a very important aspect of being a guitar player. Finding something that you like, because it's attached to you as an artist. And that's very important. That way, what I'm using, if you went out and got it, you'd be using the same thing I'm using. And all I want, it's because there's only 8 guitar players in this room. I'm just kidding, I know there's more. At least 10. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
You talked about using the drive pedal in 3 and post.
Yes.
What you mean about that?
Okay.
Are you using it in the effect loop? Or?
No, I'm sorry. So for those who don't know what pre and post is, so the overdrive, look at it as 2 stages. Let's go this way. Okay, this is the overdrive, this is the boost. So if you go post, that means the boost is after the overdrive in the series. Like if you had 2 pedals, it would be, I'm trying to do it, do I have to do it backwards? So in post, the boost is after the overdrive. And for that purpose, it's when you have the overdrive and you got the nice drive and everything like that, and say you just want a little more level for your solo, and you can kick in the boost, and it'll pick it up a few dB. The other way is the boost going first, and that way, this is what, like, when I was using a small amp in the studio last week, and I was screwing around with the pedal, and I was like, you know, let's put it in pre and see what happens. So that's the boost going before the overdrive. So I used the boost to kind of make the amp sound cooler or more to my liking. And then when I needed to go into a lead, then I would use the overdrive to take that to the next level. So I noticed that there was a difference because of the application. If you have a small amp or a big amp, some people like it either or. At the beginning, like I said, I thought it was a myth. I'm like, I don't know if I want that. And they're like, well, let's just try it. So I have the prototype at home. It just looks like a metal box. And they made the pre-post button a foot switch. So I could go back and forth like, holy shit, there's a difference. You know, that kind of thing. But then there's no room, you can't step on anything because there's so many foot switches. So we made it a slider switch for the production model. So, anybody else have a question before I continue? Over here. Dude, I'm done. Where are you going? I'm here for the next guy. Okay, so, yes.
Clearly you're not going to found stuff.
Yeah.
You have an exit. Two influences you. What were your influences?
Do you have a question about the pedal?
Are you guys cool if I answer this guy's question about not the pedal? I don't know
Yes.
who Jrockett is. No, Eddie Van Halen is a huge influence. I was like, I'm old enough, I'm an old guy. I'm old enough to have seen Van Halen with David Lee Roth 4 times before he quit. So 80, 81, 83, 84. And it just changed my life, you know? But I knew at a young age I didn't want to be a copycat. I knew at a young age I had to develop myself as a player, as an individual, and not, you know, stop tapping. I stopped whammy bar stuff. It's just I wanted to not sound like him. But the one thing that is evident in what I do is, I think, and I actually hear it a lot, is fire and joy. I'm very happy. If I have a guitar in my hands, I'm very happy. When I'm playing, you're gonna see fire because I think rock and roll should be dangerous and reckless. So those are the elements that I believe make a great guitar player. Aside from technique, there's so many technicians out there that sound amazing and get on stage and run around and be animals, and it's amazing. And I do think a lot of that is lost on a lot of, you know, Instagram guitar players. You know, there isn't a lot of soul, there isn't a lot of fire. I want to see fire. You know, hey man, check this out. This 14-year-old girl does eruption note for note. It's fucking fantastic. I'm like, does she do backflips? Because I want to see that shit. I don't need to see anything note for note. I don't care. You know, it's because I'm a dick. So, yeah, so that was that. Does anybody have a question about the pedal so we can close this down? Yes. I don't think it's on sale here. I think it's on sale for order as of yesterday. Is that right? Yes. I got the thumbs up. So yeah, it's funny because as soon as I put the video up, a friend of mine texted me and said, "Just ordered it from Sweetwater." I'm like, awesome. So, but yes, let's answer that question. I have one. I have a spare. You always have to have a spare. And there's one on display at the 152 booth. I'm going to be there at 3 o'clock signing stuff. Anybody else? Yes. Not yet. But as soon as I walk in the door when I get home, that bass is going into that pedal. So, you know, I think I record a lot of bass on sessions and stuff like that because sometimes they just want to budget. I find if I use a drive in recording, I like a blend knob because you can dial in how much gain you're using versus clean sound. And I also like a blend knob on an overdrive pedal. But we didn't go with a blend knob on this overdrive pedal because it has that ability to be so transparent. Everybody say transparent.
Transparent.
Come on, you're not playing. Everybody say transparent.
Transparent.
Thank you. This guy's into it. It's a good game. So this is, it's so weird, man. It's hard to do like a workshop and describe everything and show you the different sounds that I can get. But I just, I'm talking too much. So I apologize for that. But I'm very happy as a guitar player with this pedal. And it's, for me to stick to one pedal for 6 months while researching is insane. Because I do have 300 overdrive pedals at home. There's a pile in the middle of the room. Everybody's got shelves and everything really neat and nice. No, it's a big pile in the middle of the floor. So I was listening to all kinds of overdrive pedals, and okay, this one and this one and this one, and what's that? Okay, that's kind of cool thing. And then that one and then this one. And then when Jrockett sent me the prototype of this, it was like, oh man, this does everything. So it's like, I can show you how I use it, and I'll give you all the settings you want, but for me, like everybody look at the photo. Everybody look at the photo, not my photo. The pedal. And you'll see the four top. I'm gonna let you hear the difference of one thing. One way I set an overdrive is with the gain off and the volume on 10. So I'll do that right now. And just so you know, the EQ is at 12 o'clock. Everybody knows what 12 o'clock is, right? All right. That's just the amp. This is the volume up and the gain completely off. It has a really cool crunchy compression going on because the volume stage is really pushing the amp. Now, if I turn that was a really short example. If I turn the gain down, the level down to say 10 o'clock, and let's put the gain on 10 o'clock too. Are you looking at your picture? Fuck, man, it sounds the same up here. It's really hard to tell. I feel like when I'm in the studio and you put a mic on the amp and you have your overdrive pedal and you're like, okay, that's what I want, awesome. Here, it's really hard to tell in this room. You know, I've never been in this room before, and I've never seen that guy before. It's that thing. So, does anybody have any other questions? Yes? Say that one more time.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Thanks, man. You know what? I was going to do that. I'll give you a... Because I totally forgot this. They also work separately. So you can use the overdrive, turn the overdrive off, and turn the boost on. And it'll give you a completely different drive. So, and I'll show you in 1 second. As an example, say I'm playing, again, I'm dropping the name. Say I'm playing with Bon Jovi. If I'm doing a solo to Living on a Prayer, I'll use the overdrive because I need more drive. And then if I need a solo for Lost Highway, I'll use the boost as the drive because I can tailor it so it's a little cleaner. So check this out, I'll do it right now. Your drive, right? Now I turn that off and I put on the boost. Let's see where the tilt EQ is right now. Everything's at 12 o'clock. You can already hear it's giving the amp a little more, but not as much as the overdrive. I'm going to turn it down a bit. So it's like... Whoa! It's been a while. That's the boost, giving it a little. So that's how I would set it if I was going on stage with Bon Jovi. With Phil X and the Drills, I would set it differently. The boost would be the tilt EQ, and messing around with the volume. I mean the mids. Okay, so. This is the tilt EQ maxed. It's kind of like a presence in the boost department. The guitars are sleeping too. So, if I go the complete opposite direction on the boost, I'm going to off. I mean on the tilt EQ. Almost sounds like a neck pickup. So I have a lot of guitars that don't have a neck pickup. So I would employ that into my arsenal of sounds. And then when I turn the boost level up, with that tilt EQ off. Not off, but counterclockwise maximum. I'm on my bridge pickup, but you could almost go. And that's just the tilt EQ making your guitar sound like it's on the neck pickup. If you don't have a neck pickup, like I don't sometimes. So thank you for that question, man. You put a whole new chapter in this whole thing. Let's thank this guy. What's your name? What? Andreas. Everybody say, hey, Andreas.
Andreas.
Thanks for that 7 minutes. No, it really helped out. I really mean it. How's everybody else doing? Everybody all right?
Yes.
Okay, so who's coming to get a signed thing? Signed what, Phil? It happens. We're gonna edit the shit out of this. Okay, if there aren't any more questions, maybe I should play some more. Unless they're gonna kick us out. I don't know. I have a hard stop time of 1:15.
7 more minutes.
7 more minutes. Hey Peter, maybe we should do another song. Sorry, I have to actually airdrop the song out of here into Peter's phone because my jack's not working. Ready? Don't tell me what to do. This is good sound. This is going to be fire. Peter's phone.
No está tan feliz. Sí, ¿estás feliz?
Okay, this is going to be it. If anybody's got a question, ask it now. You, Gibson sweater. No. It's been many years. I have one at home, but I don't really use it because there was an issue with the builder. Yeah, if you're a musician and people say, hey, let's make an amplifier, chances are it's going to go south. Because I don't want to, name call or anything like that. I'm just going to play guitar. But it was a good amp. But I've been using the Friedman now for years, and so like every time I plug into it, I go, fuck, that amp rocks. So it's one of those things. Can you hear what I'm saying when I talk really low like this? Are we ready? Fucking do this and this. Okay, let's go. Stand next to your Wait, we gotta do this right.
It's your fault.
Thank you so much, man. You guys have been great. Fantastic.